So hello everyone, I'm Caroline and I'm from Johnny Taman and Con Bowie. So today's conscious talk, Channelings with Spirit, is on the topic of listening clearly from a joyful place. So we'll be doing this session with God Poseidon, and I know that all of you may have heard of the first episode that I did of Rising from Victimizing. So it's the same for this episode session as well. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask him, you can leave down in the comments below, and I will take a look at it and tune in with him after this. So for this session, let's get into it. So this listen clearly from a joyful place. This topic is really what he wants to share. He's saying is really guiding you really to be to listen consciously. He's saying so. Listening more consciously with you coming into power of yourself, and in return you can be more you can listen more clearly to divine spirit, to divine source, and also your divine spiritual family as well, much more clearly. Because essentially it's you are here, incarnated here, and you are here as a person, as a divine soul, as a soul going through your own journey, your own spiritual journey. And it is you who goes through experiences, who goes through life. He's saying not just this life, he's referring, that's why he's saying it's a spiritual journey, it's a soul journey, it's your journey. Because this, after this life, he's saying there will be another life that you will go through. And although some people may feel a little fearful about other lifetimes, how it will be, and etc., he's saying this talk and also this lifetime will shed a lot about you in a more spiritual way. And spirituality matters because you as a person, as a soul, already knows of soul journey, meaning that your journey doesn't stop in just this lifetime. And in itself, so he is speaking right now, in itself it's a spiritual journey, more so over here. Most of the souls here in incarnation will refer to as a spiritual journey, but you are going through a soul journey which includes spirituality as well. So you are the one, I guess we will be talking, he will be touching upon the topic and I will be touching upon the topic as well. So listening clearly from a joyful place. Much of us, when we go through trying to tune in to our intuition, try to listen clearly to ourselves and also to divine spirit, to divine source, we come from a pretty frightful place, pretty fearful place. So whether if we are listening the right way, whether if it's the one, whether if we are going on the right way possible, whether if we are doing the right things, whether if this person is right for me, and many more. There are a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions we ask ourselves if we have dealt ourselves right. Poseidon is saying, and it's a pretty heavy thinking. He says, whether if we dealt ourselves right, whether if we dealt the hand of life in the right way. And he says, in that way, you aren't able to really live fully. Living fully, meaning living from genuinely, meaning truthfully, meaning living courageously, living confidently, living joyfully, happily, and so much more. It conflicts this, where you are wondering if you are dealing the hand of life in the right way, and it isn't the best way of aligning on your journey and moving on your journey the best way actually. And you will notice that you aren't able to listen clearly from a joyful place, from a happy place and a fulfilled place. So he is saying that in order to listen consciously, tuning in to your intuition and also with source, you got to be confident. And what does it mean by be confident? Be confident doesn't just mean you just be confident, but the confident, he says, includes you coming consciously aware of coming from your heart, and consciously aware that knowing that the heart is pure, that the heart is unconditional love, and that you are created from this with source. And in itself, your heart actually is pure as well. In essence, each and every soul's heart has really that amount of pureness, um, that each and every one of us have. But when we aren't really consciously aware, we tend to get very into negativity things because we treat them as real, as that we have to go through certain negative things to meet our life in certain ways in this lifetime of yours. So you'll find that you will go through really fearful times. So in return, he's saying, and I am uh, guiding and saying, to really come from a joyful place of moving forwards, of listening clearly to yourself, to your intuition, working with you. You got to be kind to yourself to work when you work with you as well, and when you work with source. So the next thing he's saying, how? There is a question, big question. People hearing this is asking. He says, the next question is very simple. Is to really align, take conscious awareness to align divinely with divine spirit, with your divine spirit. He says, and that is very important. Because divine spirit knows the best way for you forwards. And the other thing is that not pay too much attention in that whether if you are really doing the right thing or not. He's saying that there's a problem because when people do that, you kind of gather a lot of choices, a lot of decisions, a lot of options for yourself, and you try to pick that, which it isn't much of a problem, but it comes as to that there is a lot of like a lot of confusion, a lot of clutteredness, and you aren't able to actually listen clearly to your intuition, to you and to source already, because there's so much going on. And in that divine spirit will already have been guiding you on your path, and actually is guiding each and every one of you on your path already. It's a matter of really trusting, having faith, and surrendering to divine spirit, but with inclusion of coming from a joyful place and happy place. So don't do it when you're so stressed, and do it from a joyful place where you know you can feel within that it is joyful. Then you will know that it is. So that is very important, he's saying. And that is all for this episode of Conscious Talks with Spirit. So thank you everyone for joining in. I will be doing another session, maybe next week, I guess. So thanks everyone. If you have any questions, please leave down the comments below for him if you have any. So I'll see you again. Bye bye.